Z, you were a guy early in your career that was playing in these preseason games, fighting, for that roster spot. For the guys who are going to see significant time on Saturday, what do you, as a leader of this team, try to instill in them, the message that you share with them about the opportunity that they have?
Man, just have fun, Obviously, don't let the moment be too big. We put all the work and the preparation in during the week. I see how hard a lot of these young guys are. I know it's tough for them, especially, when they're not getting a lot of reps in practice. I tell them, look, your time is coming, and when you get your opportunity, just don't miss. Just play hard, make plays, and, we can figure everything else out at the end. So,
unfortunately, by nature of injuries, there have been a lot of opportunities that have presented themselves. What do you tell those guys about the opportunity that they have?
Just take advantage. I think sometimes coming from college, I don't think, young guys always are able to grasp how rare an opportunity to play, the opportunities with the ones, or and chance to really go and show their capabilities as a defender or offensive player in that type of setting. So I really just try to tell them, go take advantage of it. Trust you who you are. At the end of the day, it's just football. Go out there, have fun, play your game, and just be yourself. That's what you want to do.
What did you make of just kind of the quarterback battle and Shane having to make a difficult decision? Just how did the locker room kind of react to it? What did you say?
It was definitely, something to keep track of. Watching those guys battle and compete, I definitely felt like they both was handling it the right way, Anthony and Danny, just as they was going about their work. Obviously, they got two different personality types, but I definitely could see them pushing and making each other better, which was best for the team. Honestly, just from my point of view and seeing the locker room, I feel like a lot of this team is ready to go. This locker room is ready to go. I think we believe a lot in ourselves and who we are as a team, and we just trusted, Shane to make a decision, and whoever he gave the keys to the car to was going to put us in the best position to win. So, but that's not to say that, obviously we not believing in Anthony. I'm a firm believer in who he is and the type of player that he's capable of being, but every situation is just an opportunity for growth. So he's got to use it like that and continue to grow, and we're going to continue to go and get better. So,
did you have any advice for him at all? I don't know, maybe you play defense. I don't know if you went there.
Man, I think sometimes when you go through hard situations, it's easy to look at those things and try to figure out why you err. I think the first thing you got to do is hard truth, hard accountability. You got to look at yourself, regardless of how it is, whether somebody righted or wronged you. You got to look at yourself and figure out why you was in that situation, and then just learn from that. Continue to grow. The opportunity is going to come. It is what it is. He's too talented, too young. It's going to come. Like I said, I still firmly believe in who he is as a player in this league, and he just got to keep growing, keep grinding, because when the opportunity comes, you got to be ready. So.
Is it frustrating to have another quarterback change, or do you just kind of roll with it and move on?
To be honest with you, every situation is just so different. I've been seeing all the stuff about all the. Brian Hoyer played one game, so it's not that big of a deal. But I don't know. I just look at every season. Every situation is completely different. You obviously want to continue to grow. You want to continue to build. But all I can do is control what I can control. Continue to try to help the defense. Gel together and come together on this new system, on this new leadership, and put the best product on the field that we can. So.
I know you like to, obviously chirp back and forth when you're playing defense. But so how have you seen that competitive nature come out in Daniel when you're going up against him in practice?
Daniel tries not to talk, but I could get anybody to talk. So, So I know the buzz depressed with Daniel. He lets it out just a little bit. But obviously, he's got his different type of approach to the game, a little bit more cerebral. He's going to lead and talk back in his own way, which is funny. But he's still getting to know me, so I'm gonna keep growing on him.
Did you face him in college?
No, I didn't. I watched him on film though. When he played Notre Dame, we played him the week afterwards. I remember watching him a lot. So.
See, how are you feeling? This month has been a little unusual for you from a normal August in terms of the reps and everything. So how has it been for you?
Man, it's funny. I was just thinking about this, but I'm just on that path to perfection, and I've been telling my teammate, the linebacker crew, just the amount of detail it takes to really be great, and I'm on my way. It's a little frustrating, I'm used to just outworking everybody all summer and just running myself to death. But obviously I had a different path this year, which is giving me opportunity for growth. So just trying to take advantage of the chances that I have out there now. Just thankful that I'm out there with my teammates, able to go through these days with them, because that's what means the most to me. And just keep trying to be the best version of myself every day. That's all I can do.
Will week one be an unknown at all for you physically, or do you feel like?
Football is football, and I know Miami, so I'm going to figure them out.
You guys are so upbeat on this defense and what it can be and the growth with Lou, but you haven't been together at all. Does that, make you kind of curious what this might be, or are you just confident in what they've put together, what you put together?
Well, to say, I think we have been together to an extent. I think, when you get to a certain maturity in the league, I feel like those walkthrough reps mean so much, and we've had the opportunity. I've been doing all the walkthrough reps with this one group, with Cam, with Kenny, with Nick, with Mooney, since the beginning of training camp. I was very in tune throughout all of OTAs, learning the language, getting stuff too. Now, obviously, there's a learning curve that I got to continue to push through and stuff like that, but we've got a good chance of getting reps together, getting that comfortability, building that chemistry, which I'm assuming you're referring to, that really makes you great. So I do think we have had some time together. We start learning our communication on the field is starting to take that next step. I'm starting to realize that the last couple of days. Obviously, throwing X into that fold is, a little bit of a curveball. But obviously he's a vet. He's an All-Pro player. He's a Pro Bowl player. He understands what it means to be great. And Mooney has done a good job of helping him along too. So we still got a few weeks to continue to work that through. I think it's going to be one of those situations where we continue to grow and build throughout the season. But I have no doubt we're going to be ready.
When you are getting used to a new defensive coordinator, what does the presence like Buck and Grove in the core of the defense mean for just kind of getting everyone up to speed and getting this defense to start fast?
Well, it's beautiful when you got the interior of your D-line to be so stout and so strong. Obviously, those guys, their leadership presence. Personally, I feel like the D-line has been setting the pace for the whole team, whole defense this training camp, and I think that bodes well. And to be honest with you, the way Latu has been playing and him coming on and taking that next step is going to be major for our team. So I think it's a lot of room for us to go, and I'm looking forward to putting that product on the field.
It's like pretty rare to have those, two guys of that caliber play together for 6 years now. I mean, you played behind them for most of it. Like, do you ever catch yourself like being like, I can't take these guys for granted because they are so good up front?
Oh, I mean, you can ask them about Christmas every year. I'm blessing them boys for sure. I'm taking care of them boys for sure. I need them. I mean, I don't lead the league without them. I'm not the player I am without them. I always appreciate my D-line, from Bargrove, Tyloo, Samson, Quiddy, all those guys, Latu. Those guys do so much for me, the things that they do. They're competitors, man. They know I'm a dog. I love all the dirty work that they do. They know I love the dirty work, so we in there together. I think that D-line room is definitely special. It's taking that next step, and like I said, I feel like they've been leading the way, so they're setting that pace.
All right. Thanks.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Can you just take us through the last few days, getting the call from the Colts and the decision to join this roster?
I've been in touch with them for a little minute, and because me and Coach Lou, we got a great relationship. My first 2 years in the league, he worked with me at the Miami Dolphins, so I've been in contact with him, and when I got the call, I was ready to come.
How much does that familiarity with Lou help you make an immediate impact that you hope to do for this defense?
Oh, it means a lot, man. I'm familiar with him. He's familiar with me. He know my game, and I expect what he's going to call. So I was just excited for the opportunity, just ready to come play.
What's the wait been like to get the call, to get the confirmation to come in?
Say that again?
What was that wait like, though, for you, waiting for that next opportunity coming off of the injury?
Oh, yeah, I knew it was coming. I just had to stay ready. So expecting a call, and I knew a call can be happening any day. And, I'm here and ready to go.
Did you have opportunities to play last year, or how did it work out that you just ended up taking the year off that way?
I did have the opportunity. I just feel like it wasn't the right situation for me. So, I gave it a shot. I'm like, okay, I just can wait next year and hopefully something happen, and something ended up happening.
Physically wise, that's why you didn't play last year?
No, I was working out doing something. I worked out for a year straight, expecting the opportunity to come. But this one that made sense for me.
Why did it make sense for you to come here? What things that stood out to you make it seem okay?
Being with Coach Lou again. Being with Coach Lou again. I had my first 2 years, and I played some good ball early on with him.
How was yesterday for you?
Yesterday was good. First time on the field in a little minute. Well, with guys and stuff like that. No, it was great. Get my feet on them.
You talk about having all that time where you were locked in, you were staying in shape. There's a difference, though, between football shape and being just physically in shape. Yeah. So how do you feel?
I don't feel like nothing can get you ready for football shape. It just got to happen as long as the game goes on.
How quickly can you get back and be a factor?
Say that again.
How quickly can you get back and be a factor in this defense after signing as late as you did?
Like I said, it's all season. I was working out and getting ready for the next opportunity to come up. I'm ready to go.
When did you realize who's on week 1 schedule for the Colts?
Like I said, I've been talking to Lou this for a little minute, so I already knew who was week 1. I was prepared for it this all season. I'm ready to go.
In those conversations that you were having with Lou, what did he tell you about the guys who you would be playing alongside?
I looked at the roster already, and like Buckner, Ward, and Chris also, Kenny, certain guys that I watch on the other side, just looking at them play their game and stuff like that, and playing at a high level. So I knew they had some guys around here that can ball. I just want to help them guys do whatever I can do to help the guys win.
Corners of your age, it's not a given they are playing in the league, let alone at a high level. Why do you feel like it would be different? Corners of your age, not a given they're playing in the league, let alone at a high level. Why do you feel like it'll be different for you?
Just because older corners, you say? You say older corners, yeah. Not a given, the plan? I feel like that's people's perspective, though, man. I think it was a guy like Gilly, I think probably year 10, he was a defense player of the year. And, it depends on how you preparate and how you take care of your body. You played at a high level, you know how the game go, you've been in the league a little minute, and it's really mentally for the guys. I feel like when you get older and stuff like that, there's not as much, using your speed or use your athleticism.
Lou described you as like an elite interceptor. How much of that you think is like instincts versus also just knowing a lot of football and playing a lot of football?
That's what I thrive off, man. Picking the ball off, getting the ball back to my offense. I want to continue to do that.
Do you remember the picks of Andrew back in 2018 here?
I definitely do.
I missed the beginning of this, so I apologize if I repeat, but last year, I guess you didn't get that opportunity, never materialized for you. Were you surprised by that, and why do you think that was?
I wasn't surprised about it. Man, it's the NFL, I got to a point older in my career, it's kind of hard to get back in the league, especially having time off. I just had to stay in shape, stay ready. Hopefully got the call one day and took advantage of it.
Did you get to a point of considering whether you might not come back, or did you always want back in?
I had a feeling that I wouldn't get a call one day. So, I just stayed working at it and stayed on the field, stayed in the gym, expecting a call one day.
When it comes to waiting for that opportunity, do you feel like did the lawsuit play into that at all about why teams may or may not have wanted to sign you, and how did you address it with teams when they did ask about it?
It was cleared up, so the teams definitely asked about the lawsuit and stuff like that, and I feel like it played a part of it, and they was wanting to wait till all the legal battle was over with.
If Lou needs you to play 50, 60 snaps week 1, will that be an issue?
For sure. Yes, sir.
What are you still hoping to accomplish at this point in your career?
Continue playing good ball, continue being a good teammate, and like I said, come in here and make some plays.
Thank you.
Okay, so just obviously big decision yesterday. Just what's the vibe in here, and are you surprised?
You know what? Yeah, with the big decision with QB1, all the guys, we were all just ready to hear, who's going to be number 1, and, whoever it's going to be, we're going to just get behind them no matter what, you know what I'm saying, whether it was AR or Daniel. And obviously naming Daniel, the guys now we know who's QB1, who we're rolling into the season with, and we're going to get behind them, support them any way we can. And what I've been telling the guys is the best way we can support the quarterback position is, everybody around him. Defense, offense, special teams, everybody got to do their job at a high level, and, we can take this thing very far.
What have you learned about Daniel just going up against him when he's been leading that offense so far?
Oh, yeah, just going against him every day. You never know if he's, high or low. He's always the same. Like, he goes up to the line of scrimmage, he's the same guy, calm, cool, collected, and he does a really good job with communicating with the rest of the offense and really making the right checks and stuff at the line of scrimmage. So he's been a great competitor.
You're a vet. What's been your message to AR since the announcement?
Yeah, I haven't been able to just really sit down and talk to him right now, but right now this opportunity. This is just this is a time period for him where he can really sit back and really develop on his skills at the quarterback position and mastering the offense. You know what I mean? He's just one play away. He's just one play away from getting back into the ball game, and when that moment comes, I know he'll be ready. You know what I mean? The deep competitor inside of him. I know he really wanted the job really bad, and he was doing whatever it took to get the starting job. And we've all seen the progress in him this year, especially throughout this camp. I mean, like I said before, this was throughout training camp one of his best camps that he put together. And we've all seen the progress in him, and it shouldn't. This decision shouldn't define him, and really take over and overshadow all this stuff that he's been able to do. And so I think this is a great opportunity for him to really, in practice, going against us especially, competing and working on his craft.
What you've talked about, everybody else has to do their job to help whoever the quarterback is. Even that includes the defense.
Mm-hmm.
What gives you confidence that the defense will be what it needs to be when you guys haven't been together because of injuries? I mean, where's your trust in that?
Yeah, really the trust is just in the guys in the locker room. Like I know, everybody's out there. I know the work that the guys put in each and every day to be out there on the field, and the communication that we've had, throughout OTAs and training camp with the workload and being able to communicate the right things, and Lou just putting us in right positions to make plays, and the pure execution of things. I think that we can do some special things on defense, especially with the new additions that we added on the defensive side. So I got a lot of confidence in our group, and I know that we're going to put our best foot forward come Sundays.
He's kind of asked you to do some stuff that we haven't seen him do in a while. Saw some 2-point stance stuff.
Yeah.
I'm excited about that.
No, I'm excited about that. You know what I mean? It changes up the look a lot, especially on third down and stuff like that. And being able to move me around, whether it's outside, inside, standing up in a 2, like you said. It can really showcase more of my abilities and what I can do that I haven't been able to do the past couple of years. So I'm excited about that a lot.
Well, is there any? I suppose you've been asked already, but is there any part of you that is frustrated at all with just how many quarterbacks you've had during your tenure here in Indianapolis?
Man, I've had, this might be quarterback 15 for me, and I'm going into year 10. So, at this point, nothing surprises me. My main message to the guys have been, if we can execute at our positions, around the quarterback position, at a high level on a consistent basis, week in and week out, and have him, everybody has bad games, good games, whatever it is, but whoever the quarterback is, as long as we're supporting him and taking some of the pressure off of him, that's going to help us go very far, and I truly believe that. So, whoever it is, obviously it's Daniel right now, and we fully believe in him, trust in him, and as a team, we just got to go out there and prove it.
How much of this matters boils down to you have to trust your coach? I assume that you do.
Yeah.
How much of that is a part of this equation?
No, a lot of that is a part of it. You know what I mean? Having the trust between coach and player and coach, that's big, especially in our game. And so, they're the professionals. They're the ones that evaluated those two guys each and every day. Saw every single snap that they've taken. It's a lot. A lot more than just pure stats. It's about how you operate the offense, communicate with the offense and all that kind of stuff. So they see all that stuff that we, a lot of the things that we don't see behind the scenes. So we fully trust in their decision making, and they decided to bring all of us here. So you know what I mean. So we just got to continue to have faith in the quarterback position and the coaches, and like I said, together we can go very far. So we just got to go out there and prove it.
I know you're on defense, but have you been able to see Daniel sort of establish something since he's gotten here? Because it can be hard for a new guy.
No, for sure. He does a really good job with connecting with his teammates. I see him in the lunch hall, whether he's sitting down with the O-line or with the receivers, or even a bunch of us defensive guys. You know what I mean? So, he's done a really good job, and obviously with the team too. Inviting him in and making him feel part of the team. So, there was definitely a good connection from day one when he got here.
Does your last one here, San Francisco, maybe help you when you're thinking about when you're telling the rest of the team, if we rally around the quarterback? Because for you, it's not just in Indianapolis that you've been.
Yeah, dealing with the quarterback position. Yeah, for sure. I mean, I always, sometimes in moments that, guys that haven't experienced certain things, I mean, sometimes I do go back to my experience in San Francisco because it does help, having that experience and being able to bring it here and just telling guys, like you said, like I've been saying, like, as long as we're doing our job around the quarterback position and, we're doing it at a high level, I mean, we can accomplish special things. So.
You guys went to the Super Bowl.
Right, we went to the Super Bowl, you know what I mean? And I mean, Jimmy's my guy, and he's a great quarterback. And, but I mean, like, you see all the time every year. I mean, you don't have just straight up elite quarterbacks in the Super Bowl every year. You know what I mean? You have, or even in the playoffs. So, I mean, it's a team sport. It's not going to just take the quarterback. Obviously, having a great quarterback will take you very far, but I mean, having a great team does too.
All right, thanks, guys.